So we're at Paolo Scavino. We're in the Barolo stand now of Vinitaly, and I'm with Elisa Scavino. And I just thought it'd be a really, having tasted all the wines myself now, to just ask Elisa a little bit. Everybody meets Elisa. Third generation, fourth generation,
Fourth generation.
Yes. Just really, the thing that comes out for me as a beginner, a Barolo drinker, is that there's an amazing power and perfume that seems to define Barolo. But more interestingly, a notion of masculine versus feminine. And how would you differentiate that in wine terms? How one cru will show a more masculine characteristic versus feminine. What are you looking for when you're defining that?
Yes. Well, actually, the Barolo area, as you can see, is a very small region. So it's 11 communes, 30 minutes drive distance from south to north. There is important diversity in terms of soil, but also very important diversity in terms of microclimate, which I think is one of the really key points of diversity.
I guess like Burgundy in terms of how the microclimates in Burgundy.
Say, really, this is really increase in Barolo because of the hilly, morphology of our region. So you have diversity of altitude, of exposure. Some hills are more narrow, some are broader, and you can see from this picture how every vineyard has its own character and its own
particular
characteristics. So, speaking about the soil, we have, I'd say, three major soil to generalize. This side,
so we're in the north here?
From Roddi, Verduno, Cherasco, La Morra, Novello, and part of Barolo is more limestone type of soil, which in Barolo is called Marne di Sant'Agata Fossili. So it's a mix of clay, sand, but it's mostly is marl, bluish calcareous, very calcareous marl, which is a beautiful soil for Nebbiolo that gives a very aromatic Nebbiolo with very good and balanced tannin, very elegant wines that has a lot of finesse and a lot of dimension in the nose. The other side,
so on the right,
which starts with Grinzane and then continues with Serralunga, Monforte, and the part of Castiglione, is more sandy soil, and there is Arenarie di Diano d'Alba, the Formazione di Lecchio, which are two family of sands, and this region seems to give wines that has a particular intensity, deepness, brightness in the perfumes, very
more aggressive. Would that be the right?
Not aggressive, but I think very piercing and very high tones of perfumes, a beautiful color, and a lot of mineral notes also as well. And these are wines that, in general, people define as a little bit more masculine, so a little bit more of power and core. And there is then a middle zone that is a kind of a mix where these two
marriage
areas
of the two
cross each other. So that's
would that be something like the Canubi?
Well, our Canubi is pure limestone. It's really hard bluish rock, and the Brick del Fiasco, which is in Castiglione Falletto, is the first single vineyard that we make in '78, and we just replanted a part, and you really can see when you work the soil as this. You have this strata of sands and limestone together.
That's
so
fantastic.
I think it also brings a lot of complexity to the wine.
Well, thank you so much. I've looked at everything today and loved everything. So thank you for having me, and it's been a great experience.
Great pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.